Colleagues, is Tusanang, PM Sebata. I'm doing a journal. Basically, I'm journaling my trade. So this won't be highly structured, but it will make sense for me. If you find value in it, I'll be pleased. So this is the trade I placed yesterday, the 16th of March. What I'd observed was I had come to the home page looking at stocks with earnings and of significant capital size. And when I came here, they were listed here. It was listed as March 16 with a B in front, meaning the earnings will be released before the market. So I observed that, and I liked this company, and I wanted to see how they are going to open it. That's JBL. Yeah, I've lost it there. JBL. So I did some scratching around and research before the event, and when it opened, I was almost ready for it. Then this is the chart. When it opened somewhere here because it's a doji anyway. I'm doing this one on the 17th. So it went all the way up when it was around 51.10. That's where I pulled the trigger. I'll just go into this one to show you why I decided to go for this one. There are two scenarios at play here. Looking at the daily chart, this one which we are looking at, you can see that from that point, let me just draw the lines. From this point there, I had divergency even before the market opened, but it became very significant once the market opened. Price was definitely going way up. RSI was going nowhere. I did a closer check. This is actually higher than the current point. So this is flat to sloping downwards when price was going all the way up. So there was a clear divergence there. And my understanding was that this just popped because of earnings results. Some people might have got earlier knowledge or guessed right that the earnings were going to be good, and they pushed the price prior to opening from that low there. When they are all grouped as a low, then they pushed it up, and now they are all grouping, almost all of them grouping at the top. Then we expect to go sideways or downwards. So my take when I saw this trade, I was, this looks good for the downside. Let's look at the weekly. On the weekly, the story was even more interesting. On the weekly, there we're flat with this top, started to cross this resistance, forming a double top when price was clearly, RSI, sorry, not price, RSI was clearly going for this low side. Clear divergence even on a weekly perspective. Just to throw it in, but it's almost the same there. But I'll just push it to current where it was yesterday. It was clearer there. So there was divergence on the weekly, divergence on the daily, and also on the weekly they were almost grouped still at the top. RSI above 70, stochastic above 80, everything points to the top, and there's also a grouping now, almost a grouping on the weekly, same as on the daily. This is a great setup for me to pull the short. I created a file with most of the information on this one where I was dumping it, my working documents, so that when I'm reviewing this, maybe after 6 months or so, pick some learning aspects. There are my charts. I'll just go through. This is the earning report, the results. This is the FinViz chart as I saw it before the trade, how the things we're looking at. I like reviewing these in detail. That's why I grabbed it there. And there was some news there. That's what caused this thing to pop up a bit. But yeah, those are the things which I keep here. The annual report for last year. I'll be going through this annual report as this trade progresses. I did not get into it for long-term holding, but I want to fully understand this company. If push comes to shove and I like it, I might just keep rolling my position here, and might end up being a stock which I hold and trade in and out, being long, short, sideways until the year is over and I get some good capital savings. So I like to fully understand the companies which I'm playing in. These are just the reports from the company going all the way up there. This is how I was looking at it. And I'll call this part of the video phase 1. Then I'll go to phase 2.